Good morning, everybody. It's the Truth Serum. Still going at it. I'm still going at it. Never give up. I do practice what I preach. So I hope today finds everybody well. We're alive. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. We're alive. We got a shot. A lot of crazy stories that I remember years later. And, there's the rats, the mob tube, rats, this whole rat topic, since the Mafia tube perennials came on with Mike Francis, and we always hear about these rats. And of course, you guys all know by now what that all entails. But I want to tell a story about when I had a front row seat to actually what? Well, a lot of different things happened that whether I wish to speak on or not, but um, there was a lot of rats. This is Niagara Falls, part of the Colombo family crew. Just, I'll bring you along fine, my good people, best I can. The historical Colombo Mafia family, they got satellite places all over the place, blah, blah, blah. And they got a satellite district up in Niagara Falls, Buffalo, Western New York. And big gambling ring, and drugs also. And yeah, sorry, Mike Francis. Yeah, we all know the mob that dealt drugs. Sorry, I don't mean to shit on your narrative, but it is what it is. So this crew's running around. They all owe money. It's chaos. It's total chaos within this Colombo family crew. I come along and I'm a little errand boy and I'm driving everybody around at night. So, and that was common for me, driving these guys around at night, and they're getting drunk. They're going to find whores. They're doing all this. They're doing all that. So that was the norm as far as that goes. And something was odd and strange the one time. And, when something seems, there's routines, there's normal routines, and then there's just one little iota out of place. You go, what? And you trip out on it. Sometimes you're right about tripping. Sometimes you're just paranoid and a scared little scaredy cat. So he told me, call him. There's payphones back then. It's a hammer and chisel. He knows I'm going to be with this guy, this bad actor guy. Now, who is this said guy? He was complete scum. It's the same guy I might have did in another video where his buddy's wife, another crew member's wife, went on vacation. Or no, I'm brain dead. He took off and then he's screwing the guy's wife. This was another guy, a good stand-up guy. This rodent, we'll call him Pete. This Petey Pablo, we'll call him Pete. He's a rat, and then he's also screwing his buddy's wife. Same behaviors as regular societal norms. People just have cheating in their asses, and they don't care if they're in a mafia crime family or not. There's enough women to go around. You want to cheat with your buddy's wife? So I got this Petey in the car, and the boss Sam had told me, call him up at a certain time and let me know where you at. Because I was at the point where I had to call him. He made the golden rule. I had to call him when I was ever doing anything at night with these guys. It came to a point where I had to call him because there's a lot of backstories and craziness. So I had to report to him. But he made it. This was different. This is after hours. He was usually in bed on his seventh dream after hours. He was old. These old men, they go to bed at 11 o'clock. But all of a sudden that, get a hold of me at 2 and let me know over here. And then I got this guy in the car. He's drunk, right? And I'm on a payphone and he's hollering because he wants me to bring him to a strip joint. and do all his shenanigans all night long. Yeah, he'll tip me some money, but I got to put up with that. I wasn't into strippers and all of that goofy shit. Not that I don't love sexy women, but leave it at that. So I get the instructions, blah, 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 to go to a place in the outskirts outside of Niagara Falls, more or less out in the country. And this guy's screaming. He's grabbing me. And so I see, nobody told me there'd be a car with, like, they're flashing their high beams behind me, at least put me down on what's going on here. I felt bad because I never thought I felt like part of some kind of setup or something, or they like what's really at play. What's really at play? I mean, the guy's a bad actor. He's a rat. He's cheating on his wife with his buddy's wife. But I never wanted to participate or just and consequently, doing it. I try to be a Christian. But I don't like the guy. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm glad, and I'm just like, yeah, it's bash his face. But then other times it's like, that could be you down there, Joe. That could be you down there, So we're driving 2:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to find, I know the area a little bit, and we get out to a more desolate area, and the car goes around me, stops in front of me. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go down with this freaking guy. Sam, the old man, I thought you loved me. What am I in the middle? So now you got these three bruisers getting out. This guy's screaming. He don't have his gun on him, and I'm thinking, well, I don't have a gun either. What the hell's gonna happen next? Just floor the car and just drive and just whatever, just floor the car and like drive to the police station and say, oh, there's three killers chasing me and all this and that. I'm gonna have to disappear and go into witness protection because you can't just outrun them. Just deal with whatever you got to deal with, and hopefully it works out all right. My good people, go get a coffee or water, help an old man out. So, and I knew one of the guys. I knew one of this trifecta of guys. I knew one of them, and he grabbed me out of the car and he said, "You stupid, blah, blah, blah," and everything else. And now we go over to this building that they already know. There's a little building, like old construction areas and shit like that. We're going inside. And I'm going, I want to talk to Sam. I'm like a little bitch. I need a diaper. I want to talk to Sam. Anything happens to me, blah, 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 blah. My godfather was an assassin. So now I'm throwing around my godfather's name. Like, yeah, he'll kill all your families and all the, and they're slapping me and punching me and like, yeah. They're shaking me up. My shirt's ripped, everything else. It's like, and then I'm thinking also, was it worth it, Joe? You went to college, you did all this and that, and now look where you find yourself and all this shit's running in. Was that worth it? Couple hundred here, you dumb bastard. Now look at you in here with this rat bastard. Are they going to take me down with him? So I'm thinking I'm going down. If I'm going down, I'm getting it in. So, which they suppressed that right off the bat. Because I tried to do what I could do. It was like, bad idea. There's no good ideas in that situation. So they commence. Like I said, I wish I had some popcorn and a soft drink. No, maybe a water. And just to watch, God forgive me, Jesus forgive me, to try to be a Christian. But I wish, is the vengeance of God. I just looked at it as like the vengeance. Now, who am I to speak? I'm not God's spokesperson. But the vengeance of God was in line with the vengeance of the mafia. It lined up. It lined up. It ran parallel. The vengeance of God and the vengeance of the mafia. They run parallel, my good people. Because bad actors and bad behavior should be smashed up. That's just the way it is. Now they smash them up, this and that, and they're asking me these names. I bring this guy all over the place, and they're asking me, uh, did you see this type of car in this driveway? Well, yeah. What I know what they're saying. Yeah. Or did I ever drop him off over at this place or that place? Yes. Well, that's where the lady was that he was screwing. Yes, sir, I did. On maybe 2 or 3 occasions at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes. And I was just being honest. Yes. Yeah. And he's over there going, oh my God, Joe, you're throwing me under the bus. No, you threw me under the bus, Billy, with all your bull crap. So I don't I don't promote violence or anything, but damn, I mean, payback. Payback. And he was also a rat. Now, this guy afterwards, he still came around later because Sam was working, the boss was working both sides of the fence. I only seen him a couple more times here or there, but I thought, why would he even be rubbing elbows with anybody? Anybody? You see all this stuff on the mob movies. You see different things on the mafia movies and whatever, and mafia channels, but I like to peel a couple layers back and really get into some of the meat and potatoes of some of this stuff because I'm crazy about psychology. But he came around, and Sam, the boss's niece, was the bartender at the club. I said, "What is it?" And she went, "Oh, it's a long story, Jojo. A long story. I thought he was a rat and a cheater, and then all of a sudden." I don't know. What are these people? They got evidence on the captains and the bosses. They got evidence that in case I die, bring this to the government and the DA. I don't know. I don't know. You know. In case I die card. They're holding this in case I die card. Well, then, yeah, I got this in a safe deposit box, and it's going to the lawyer. And he's got evidence and juice on other people. I don't know. Because, well, when I did see him, it was abbreviated. It was abbreviated at a place. It was a more diverse crowd, an intersection of different mob sectors and stuff. But they, if you cheat, I wasn't going to include this, folks. Hey, Big Small and Michael Condinas. If there's something to do with like cheating and sex and somebody and girls of underage and things like that pertaining to the mob and some kind of freaking sexual dysfunction, they will. And my godfather told me a couple times what he had to personally do, and with a man's private parts, a man's private parts, that if there was something sexually related to this to the situation, then whoever the guy is to perpetrate, this wasn't going to be a hit. It should have been a hit, but it was going to be a total beating. But what's included in that beating when it's about sexual with wives and 17-year-old daughters of captains, they go for your private parts. And they did whatever they did. My godfather knew. My godfather might have been party to, but they will not. They were not There were guys, there were gangsters running around the mafia with that bag, the bag where not it wasn't running all over, but where they mutilate your private part, like or blowtorch your private. My godfather blowtorched private parts. Blowtorch. Here, you think you're cute, Sam? Well, not Sam, but you think you're cute? Yeah. Here, how do you like this? How's that 15-year-old girl feel now? How's that minor feel now? Here. Get some. Here. Yeah. How's Jimmy's wife feeling now? Here. This is what you're gonna use now. This you ain't gonna have nothing left. Critical. You do that to the private, you get critical condition. You go morbid. You guys get the story. You guys get the gist of that crazy stuff. The moral of the story: don't get involved in the mob, and if you do, don't rat. There is no mafia left. The mafia, the New York City mafia. Oh yeah, YouTube is trying to keep the mafia alive. The New York City mafia and all that. There ain't no mafia. Well, they're running numbers. It's only gambling. If it's organized, if there's people, a group of people that are bookies and they're taking action on football games and sports games, well, then you just call that group of people. That's organized crime. Oh, so you're wrong, the truth serum. There is organized crime in New York City and all that. What are they running? What are they running? Yeah, go deal some cocaine and deal some crack. Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, you're low level, whatever that is. What are they running? The mob is dead. You know the new mafia? It's the government. Come on, folks. Come on. So, yeah, you want to hear about all that goofy shit. All these guys trying to keep like the mafia is still alive. I know people all over New York State. There's guys that might have been connected years ago in that defense of that argument. In that argument, I'll play the other side. There's people that are books, smart guys that might have been connected one way or another in yesteryear, and they got big clients that gamble. I know a couple guys. They got big clients that gamble, corporate guys, and they got a roster, maybe 8 or 10. These guys bet 2, 3, 4,000 a game. They settle every 50,000. When you lose 50,000, you get paid. That's the number. Or when you win, that's the cutoff. You owe 50, now you got to pay Mr. Millionaire. Or if you make 50, then you're going to get paid. This way, there's no back and forth transactions. So that might be organized crime in the eyes of these rigid federal prosecutors. It ain't nothing different than the freaking FanDuel, Sports Kings, all that, casinos, you could bet sports. But if there's a guy doing it in the streets, it's illegal. But they're running it. It's on every corner in America. But so there ain't no organized crime. It's all legal, whatever they're doing. There's YouTubers with mob channels, and they're talking about this guy and that guy and that guy. But bullshit. They might have been. It's over. It's like a retired baseball star. It's like a Hall of Fame baseball guy that is retired 10 years for hitting the most home runs. And then they call him back in and go, hey, come on, go to the plate. Well, no, that's dead. It's over. That era's gone. I'm an old man. That's gone. It's gone. What do you want from me? So, yeah, they beat the hell out of that guy. And I got a little fallout after that because they thought I was part of the setup. Some of these peripheral rodent guys that all of a sudden they show up out of nowhere and they're going, you know, something's wrong. If I'm at the racetrack and I see some Guido come up to me and go, oh, geez, are you JoJo? I'm thinking, what do I got to deal with now? What do I got to deal with now? Nah, you got the wrong guy. That's my twin brother. He's in California right now. Nah, no. My name's Al. Nah, that JoJo, that's my twin brother. He's in California. I don't know where he is. I don't know. You know, oh, you lying. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sorry about your luck. You always had these guys come out of the woodwork, these gangster wannabes that they'd like walk out of walls like Gumby. Remember Gumby when we were little? They'd like all of a sudden they appear out of a wall with some goofy sidekick, you know, you know, uh, uh, like Hollywood casting. It's like Hollywood casting. Yeah, here come this guy, and then the other guy, the kiss ass guy. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. You know, the kiss ass guy. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. Do that. Yeah. And the guy's still wearing diapers. It's like, who are these clowns? Who are these clowns? And they're all trying to be a part of this leverage, power, angry game. And if they get close to the club pulling that stuff, it's another beat smash down. Another smash down. You know how they got the WWF smash down, whatever, the WWE and all that? It's real big. Well, they just had smash downs. This was the original smash down, the Mafia smash down. They should get residuals from the WWF, the Mafia. They had the original. Hey, that's copyright infringements. That you pay the old timers that are 80 right now. Throw them a bone to WWF because they had the original. There's a smash down twice a week. Twice a week they're having smash downs in the Mafia. I happen to get a front row seat, and I felt bad because I was only taking orders. I drive these guys around. I don't know, what can happen on said night, which is just like a regular night of driving a guy around and, doing this or that. And it's just par for the course. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I'm in jeopardy. They get us out of the car, and but they just wanted to get more facts out of me from my eyes that were there while he went here on this night. Well, they wanted to confirm the facts that he was actually doing this because I'm the one that was giving him a ride during those times while he was cheating. So little old me, and all of a sudden I'm with him. I'm part of, by association, I'm part of the anger, but they straightened it went all right, I got smashed. Well, whatever. It was all right. I had a ripped shirt. No problem. I was very thank you, Jesus, that I had a ripped shirt. Thank you. Thank you for the ripped shirt. Yeah. And then that guy that got whooped, that guy, I seen him at the track a year later. This was after the time I already said bye-bye. I went off into the regular world. Bye-bye. I don't want to know nothing about no freaking gambling ring and doing all that. And I seen him, and he come up, and he was like, I was like, nah, bro, don't come up on me. Blah, 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 no. And he was like, oh, I just got to ask you a couple questions. Why did you set me up like that? Which was I was like, I didn't set you up. I could only put two and two together on the fly. I brung you around all over the place all the time. But Sam did call me. And then all of a sudden it was too late. I was all right. What am I going to say? So he's like, yeah. Then I said, bro, go your way. What are you still doing in this area? Number one, what are you still doing in the area? These guys are so bravado and so full of testosterone, and they're so alpha right till they get banged out. Well, that's their behavior. They're so F them. Well, F them. Really? F them? Okay. F them. Yeah, all right. Sounds about right. Yeah. They're like salivating dogs, happy that they're still alive. And who can they kill before they get killed? That's who you're dealing with, Herb, Petey boy. That's who you're dealing with. So why don't you just go search these guys out with a freaking machine gun and just get who you can get before they get you? You show up out in public and this, you're not strapped. What are you doing? You're vulnerable. And I left, I got out of there. I mean, during this era of time. And then you find out a lot of things after, on purpose or by accident. You find out things later on, and you could write the ending to most of these stories, mob stories. I mean, same script, just different names. Just different names of freaking maladaptive behavior, retardation, power, fear, paranoia, everything under the sun. And it's like, you signed up for it. I didn't want to be a made guy. No. But my godfather told me, that's enough. I can't protect you all the time. Go on and live your life. So as a Christian, I felt sorry for the guy. But then as part of when you get entrenched in, I enjoyed when they were smashing him up. And I'm glad I was glad it was only him and just not me being with him. Because the one guy, there was 3 guys beating the crap out of him, but the one guy knew my godfather, who he was, and he knew that I was tight with Sam. So, but he had to tell the other guys, hey, no, lay off of Jojo. Hold on here. No. So, I want to kiss him. Thank you. But can you pay for the shirt? I'm on a low budget. Can you pay for the shirt? What are you gonna do? But I robbed them guys enough anyways. Forgive me. Not them, but like that clown. I actually robbed him before too. When they get drunk and they want to pull their bankrolls out. Yeah. Okay, yeah, all right. Hey, listen, wow, look at, there's money on the floor. There's money on his lap. He's drinking Royal Crown. He's loaded out of his ass. Yeah, let me pinch that over there. Let me pinch a little off the side. Let me trim a little fat off that bankroll. Hey, what are you gonna do? McDam, where you been, man? Good day, my good people. Big, small, McDam, Michael Condinas. The show must go on. The show must go on. Well, I'll do it no matter how much they censor me. Go ahead and censor me. At least I accomplished that on this YouTube channel. I'd have already had 2,000 subscribers already, but you talk about politics, woo, boy, they shut my channel right down. The show must go on, though. The show must go on. So, what else could I tell you about that story? I try to take, though, that'll be like, oh, geez, I missed that. Well, it's freaking 40 years later and I got brain damage. Ivan, yeah. The guys get drinking that Royal Crown. Next thing you know, it's the WW SmackDown. Ooh. Wow. Ivan, God bless all you folks and your family. Prosperity and riches for everybody. The world is crazy, but we're alive. We got to enjoy. Let's learn to laugh a little more, okay? There's enough bullcrap out there to get pissed off on. Let's have fun. Thank you, Ivan. Lord, you guys keep me going. That's why I says, you know what? I got true, real people in here. Yeah, I can cry about getting censored and my channel's not going anywhere. I could cry about that. Yeah, but don't be a baby, Joe. Do your thing and enjoy. You tell the people don't give up. Well, practice what you preach, the truth, sir. Don't give up. Don't be a little baby. Oh, YouTube has censored me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did 500 videos, put a lot of work in it, but that's life. I caught the good blessings. That's a bad break, but I caught the good breaks. I'm still alive. That's the break I want. The break that I want, I'm alive. So if I catch some bad breaks along the line, I deduce it down to, at least I'm still alive. And I can, and the future is wide open. Tom Petty, the future is wide open. So was watching the older truths in the pick. Yeah, I got 400 videos in there, Ivan. And none of them have the ability to make 10 cents because they're shutting everything down. I could have had 400 videos earning $1 here, 50 cents there. It would have been a nice, tidy sum every month. No, but no, no. All those capabilities are shut down because I did some political videos. That's a shame. Sometimes life isn't fair, but we can't cry about it. Let's rise up and be strong because you know who's on my team. That you know who's on my team. I ride now. Now, if I had a car and I was driving, I'd put the picture of Jesus in the passenger seat. I'm riding with Jesus. Come on, Jesus, get in the car. I'm putting you in the passenger. Put your seatbelt on. Oh, Joe, you forgot who I was. Oh, that's right, you're Jesus. Well, yeah. I'll put the picture in the passenger seat. I'm riding with Jesus because Jesus and the guardian angels, they saved me many, many times. That's why I'm happy. I might not have a lot of resources, but that's just the physical realm. That's the physical realm. The physical realm could be a lot of things, but what's in your spirit? What's in the spiritual realm? What's in your spirit? Do you get beat down and cry, like me, but I got to be stronger? But that's frustrating. 400 videos, and then they go, mm-mm. But my buddy told me, quit doing those political videos. RB told me they're going to. You were right, RB. I don't think you've ever been wrong, RB. Check his papers. You're going to look like you're driving through Tijuana. Your car going to yeah. So yeah, it's fun because just making it through the world without being around the mobster is hard enough. It's hard in today's world with a lot of different things, and we could look through the lens of being optimistic or pessimistic or a Debbie Downer, but you got to process all that stuff out. If there's something that you need to address or you need to conquer, that's what you gotta. That should be the first thing on your plate. All right. So yeah, they got that guy. I saw him at the racetrack. How could you? Blah blah blah. I says, I thought witness protection. They relocated you somewhere else. You know, shouldn't you be in witness protection? You rat. How are you running around? Blah 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 blah. I talked to another guy, and they're like, Jojo, newsflash. Maybe half of those people running around in the falls, half of them were rats, including Sam. Forgive me, Sam, the boss. I'm sorry, but they're all playing both sides of the fence. Okay. The FBI gets these guys and they call them in, they go, you got 9 indictments, you're going away for life. Or you can do this. We're going to play along with you, run your operations, and then just give us a little juice on some of these bigger people in New York or whatever. Just give us some little juice here and there. Throw us a little Scooby snack down our throats. So that'll keep you out of jail. So just give us some intel on what's going on here or there. And they work both sides of the fence. What MobTube and Mob Channel doesn't show you, because the 2 biggest channels were from the mob rats. I mean, but I don't think they communicate it to the effect where the infiltration of the rats. Okay, let's set the table. Let's put it in reverse. Let's go in reverse for a little bit. Generationally speaking, the old generation mobsters, they didn't rat. They didn't rat. They didn't rat. That was just boom, boom, boom. That's it. You rat it back then, they'll kill your whole family. They don't care. The Black Hand Mafia, the Italian Black Hand from Sicily, and the Black Hand coming, they kill women and children. They kill women and children. Now you go run that game in 1957, 1958, and you did some ratting on somebody. You can rest assured that Billy and Sally and your wife, your little boy Billy, your little girl Sally, and your wife, they're missing. They're missing. So generationally speaking, that old mob, when it come to ratting, they didn't play around. Then what happened? Ta-da! The RICO Act, where you get caught doing this or that, you go do life. All the punishment and crimes and sentences were 30 years to life, all like And then they were like, I got the feds telling me they got 3 counts of this or that and everything else, and the feds are right. I am guilty as charged. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, what they do is they let you sit in jail for 2 or 3 months so your stuff can ferment. It can ferment. I'm done. I'm done. Your wife's visited. Nobody knows what the charges are going. What's the sentence? It's still in the early stages of when you get caught, and then when the sentence. So they're thinking, oh gosh, what do I do? What do I do? Then comes a day after 2 months sitting in jail waiting for your case to come up. All of a sudden, here comes a Fed in your cell. Here comes a federal agent into your cell. Well, you got a visitor. Oh, who's that? Oh, man, you look, it's a suit and tie. Who's this guy? Well, take 2 guesses. The first 2 don't count. Yeah. I'm from district number 666. And what do you want to do? We got this on you. We got that on you. We got everything on you. You're going to go do life. Or you can go look behind what's door. Or let's check out, like Monty Hall. What's behind door number 1? Let's make a deal. Well, if you rat, you will get your charges dismissed. Nice. What's behind door number 2? Well, if you don't rat this or that, or number 3, go do life. What's behind door number 3? Do life. Keep your mouth shut and go do life. Okay, many did. Old timers, old school. But the new generation came along and they seen these old timers rotting with their life sentences. They were kids, but they seen their uncles and fathers rotting in prison for their whole childhood and adult life. They seen it firsthand. And now they come up and they get busted and they're like, I don't think my kids are going to watch me rot away in prison like I watched Papa and Uncle Joe and Uncle Tony rot. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal, folks. That's all. Mike Francis was on speed rat in front of the Congress. He had already did time. He said, what the hell? It's a rodeo anyways. Rat. It just came down to whether it's justifiable or not. I do have sympathy for the new age ratters because it was just a matter of who's going to rat on who first. You could put your Cosa Nostra and all your morals of the mob and your policies and traditions, and you could throw all that shit down the toilet because it's like, who cares about a blood oath? This guy's over there. The feds are visiting him every freaking other day. He's gonna come rat on me. Well, no. Excuse me, guard. Yeah, I got a card from one of the federal agents, sir. Yeah, can you call him? Here, call this guy up. Yeah. Because I'm going to rat on this scum before he rats on me. So that's what happens. However you feel about it. Oh, a rat is a rat is a rat is a rat. Well, yeah. But there's a different variable in there. It ain't like old school. So it got polluted. The pollution of the mafia, it just got polluted with this game of paranoia and power and leverage and who's talking to who. And then the old man was always asking me, tell me exactly what he said. Exactly. Don't just don't put it in your words. What exactly? Because these old bosses and captains, they've heard every dialogue under the sun. They've heard everything. But if a guy said this verbatim or a guy said that verbatim, it could mean a lot the way I'm trying to say. Well, Alex said this, but what did he actually say, Joe? Word for word, do I got to recall that verbatim? Well, what's the actual words? Because then you get, the radar goes up and they start thinking, Remember in Goodfellas when Robert De Niro was with Henry Hill there and they were, and then Henry left and then Robert De Niro was just looking like, yeah, you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. I can't dodge it. Can't dodge it. Mm. But when you look at it afterwards, I was wondering why the old man hadn't left Niagara Falls yet. The old man Sam. I was wondering, at that age, he's got millions of dollars all over. Why? Why are you still in the mix? It's in some of these guys' blood. They like the setting of the club. The guys come in, they have a shot and a beer. Traditional stuff. The socialization was a big factor. Socialization of these mafia, they love the action. They come in, here, eat, tradition. You can't leave unless you have a nice meal or and have a shot and a beer. And it was a customary thing. And so Sam, the old man, he enjoyed that. I would be hanging around and he'd be talking to a guy and they might have a shot at him. And they were like two little teenagers having fun. So that meant, so Sam enjoyed that. He's been doing that for 45 years, 50 years. He's been doing that for 50 years, laughing, socializing with his old buddies. And then stuff goes off the rails. But that's part of that life. But even if Sam is working both sides of the fence with the feds, you still have to put justice on other people in your crew. Well, that's hypocritical. Hypocritical. The mob cares about being a hypocrite or not. I don't care. If Sam's in bed with some of the agents, and then the people in he knows who the rats are, because if he's in bed with the feds, they're giving him privileged information on his crew. But they're letting him run his operation, his gambling ring operation. They're letting it run. Maybe there's some envelopes being passed out. Back then, an agent might have only been making $26,000 a year. Back then, a federal agent making $26,000 a year, $32,000 a year. You might get. What if an agent comes in and somebody says, "Here's $50K. Look the other way. Go get Guido down the street. Don't look at me." So a lot of bribing going on. You don't see that on MobTube. A lot of feds got bribed out. Police officers too. Detectives also. Judges also. Everybody. There's a price. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price. They had a DA. They had a DA in the club one time. I didn't know his background or anything, but I was with one of the crew members, giving him a ride wherever we were going. And I was like, well, whose family was that guy with? Who, what was that all about? He's going, that's the Uncle Sam crime family. Uncle Sam crime family. Well, yeah, he's whatever. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, oh well. So that's that. There's another story I want to tell about another guy that there was an event, and we'll do that the next video because these ain't gonna be any more marathons. That was trying to mess around with a girl, somebody's daughter that was underage. And yeah, that ain't good. He's trying to be slick about it too. And a lot of times, if I was at gatherings, I would sit down because the mafia rules where I can't just go up to somebody. Somebody's got to introduce you. Oh, this is Jojo. He helps me out. And okay, this is Victor. Oh, nice to meet you. I can't just go socialize and say, hello, my name is Joe. Nice to meet you. You can't do that. But so I used to sit with Sam sometimes at an event, and we'd talk and we'd observe. That's all they do is observe and who's doing what. People are coming up to him. How you doing? Hey, good to see you. Blah, blah, blah. Nice socialization. And then I'm sitting there watching, and I'm thinking, look at this clown over here he's playing touchy-feely, pity-patty, The drinks are going down. People are getting loose and sloshy, but this is really off. Something ain't right here. Mm-mm. And get the blowtorch out. You won't be making any more babies anytime soon. So better than a vasectomy. You're having no more kids. You're having no more sex. That's it. Whatever tubes they got to give you in a bag, the urine bag. Well, that's life. That's life. You're lucky you're living. You should kiss that bag that they got attached to your side. You want to play like that? There's enough whores and loose women running around planet Earth, and you got to pick a gangster's wife or a gangster's daughter. The Christian way is say, oh, forgive them. But no, the mafia way is smash them down, smash them, torture. See, I used to think like this. Just blow their brains out on the wall. Just blow their brains out. No, it happened a lot, but in certain situations, let that person be marked their whole life as being some kind of sexual predator, that you're reminded when you're out in public and doing all this and that. The humiliation, to humiliate the guy, it beat out killing him. Well, should I kill him or humiliate him for the rest of his life? Well, this is a crime on a minor or a wife. You did something bad with somebody's wife or a minor. Well, no, let's go to humiliation route and have him carry that nasty stink ass bag on his side for the rest of his years. Yeah, let's go to humiliation way. Because I know a lot of people might just think, oh, well, Joe, if that happened, they would just kill him in a minute, which happened, which probably historically had to happen a million times. But someone would say, nah, humiliation. And we'll do another story or two or eight about some things that I saw. Humiliation, extreme. There was some perved out stuff that these guys thought up of in their mind. Forgive me, but these guys were creative thinkers. What do? Go to bed and sleep at night. What's the best way to freaking smash somebody or assault somebody? Like what do they? What do they come up with? Well, yeah, I wonder how this would work. I wonder how that would work. I used to ask my godfather, what kind of if he was just gonna assault somebody or just kill, like what did you think of, like trying to step into the mind of an assassin? Well, like were there instructions from the boss or the captain to say do this to him, and then just go this far, or sometimes you got to kill, and then sometimes humiliation would come into play. Well, Jojo, they wanted me to do this. What? What's that all about? Well, he had a history of this or that. It's like, oh, geez. And then he told me early on that he got bloodthirsty and he wanted to be the moral compass. Like, it might have been the mob, but he wanted to be like the moral assassin. Well, he did this. Like, he's going to bring the righteous, he's bringing righteousness. This guy did some crazy shit. So he's going to do the world a favor and do this or that. So he went overboard a couple times. He went overboard a couple times where he was only supposed to assault somebody, and they ended up dead. They ended up dead. Well, what happened? What happened? Well, I don't know. I went. So, well, there you go, folks. Ivan Lore, good to see you, Ivan. What else? We got anybody left in here? Am I talking to myself? Michael K, Biggie Small, McDam. Yeah, we're going to keep the ship going, folks. Beautiful summer, or not summer. Feels like a summer day. The trees. Let's get back. Let's enjoy life. All right? Let's enjoy. And Sports everywhere, football, baseball, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. Every day you wake up alive, it's a good time in your life. Yeah. It's a good day. When you wake up, it's a good day no matter what, it's a good day. And maybe when you wake up sometimes, thank God or whoever you believe in, thank, you know, thank that you woke up. Whatever you believe spiritually in this wide, vast universe, thank some power above if you choose to. It's just me. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to do another humiliation. Well, uh, I told it 2 years ago when my channel just started, but we're gonna we're gonna bring some we're gonna relive it again. Yeah, we're gonna pump some life into that. I might get 78 views, but I don't care. I don't care. All right. So the Bills are going good. Yankees, Dodgers. Oh boy. NFL. You know, find your lane. Try to do the things you enjoy. Keep your heads on straight, and enjoy life. I know I preach these sermons because I realized I dodged the mafia and I dodged being dead. That, I was dead for a long time, and I got really blessed by the guardian angels and by God that, so that's why I preach this. Enjoy, enjoy. You don't know if you're going to die tomorrow or not. You don't get a memo. You don't, when I died that day, the day before, I didn't get a memo that says, oh, you're going to be dead on the floor like a rat. You're going to be in intensive care life support for a year. I didn't get a memo. You don't know when this stuff is going to come and encroach on you. It might be lurking around the corner. I try to put up a little armor. You know, I'm trying to put up a little defense. Let me get some angels, an army of angels or something to fight this off if it's lurking around the corner. Because when bad shit happens, we didn't get a memo the day before. So we might carry on with our life and just rock and roll, but you should appreciate that you are alive and able to do that, because at any time, boom, lights out. So that's why I try to tell you folks, enjoy. Life's going to throw a lot at you, but instead of sitting back and complaining, figure out a game plan. Figure out a game plan. The best defense is offense. Well, this just happened, and oh geez, oh no, dodge this, dodge that. You're in this defensive posture. Dodge it. No, be strong, get your shit straight, and now you throw. You throw. Oh well, I cried like a little bitch that they censored my channel and everything else. Yeah. It's not fair. Well, life ain't fair. Life ain't fair. It ain't fair that 9 of my buddies died and everything else, and I lived. So, well, some things are fair, some things ain't fair. But for me being alive, I'll take that good break. Thank you, God, for my blessings. Not that, oh, YouTube censored my channel. Really, Joe? Well, I did put a lot of work into it, a lot of videos, but hey, don't be an ingrate, Joe. We've saved your life 7 times since you were 3 years old, okay? So don't be an ingrate. So I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better like that. Practice what I preach and enjoy and laugh and love. All right, folks. Be the kings and queens of your world. Thank you, folks, for coming in now and the happenstance later. Support the channel. There's a link in the description. I wrote a good book. It's a great memoir. If you can throw that, there's a Cash App. You want to throw a bologna sandwich down my throat, it would greatly be accepted. And that's that. We're going to talk about some more mafia rules, mafia tales, and we're going to rock and roll like that. So I said a lot, folks. I hope I could help somebody in a way. If that's all that could be benefited. A lot of times I sit back and I think, well, this is just wasting time doing videos. I'm censored and everything. But sometimes maybe people are struggling with depression and addictions and things like that. So sometimes you need somebody to say, pump you up, Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, buddy. Sometimes you just need somebody to say, come on, it's all right. You'll get through it. You can rise up and be strong. Sometimes you have to have it. We got to rise each other up. All right. Mama didn't raise no fool. All right, folks. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And we'll rock and roll again. Thank you. And if you could support the channel, hit the like button and anything you could do. God bless.